Guys, Saturday. It's such a nice, flowery, lovely day. Spent quite a bit of it outside so far. Decided to come in and drink a beer with you guys. What kind? Little something from Rogue. This is the 7 Hop IPA. This was originally a 4-pack, and me and Johnny Watson drank all of them, and I had to go get more so we could do a review, and then we drank, each had another one, and forgot to turn the camera on or come downstairs and stand in front of the camera, and so there's 2 left. So in full disclosure, I've had this. This is a little something for the crazy Scotsman. Yeah, it's 7.77%, and the bottle cap looks something just like that. But who cares about that? And I was going to use this opener that I got from my good friend Ed, but I decided that I'm just going to use my favorite opener. With the way this thing shoots flames and the handle of that kick-ass little bayonet knife that the ATF Sucks gave me. Yeah. Thank you. I really like this as a hand stop, and it works awesome as a bottle opener. I mean, if things really get tense, you can just do that. Okay, before we get chastised by Mr. Holster, we got to get on this. And this is, I would at least classify it as a semi-filtered. Doesn't have as much smooch in it as, say, an Oberon from Bell's, but there was definitely a little something to mix up. So, let's see. It's got a nice dark amber color to it. Oh, it's just hoppy and slight tropical notes, and under 3 minutes. Cheers. Now, compared to, say, Doom, this one is not as sweet, more of a bitter edge to it. If you're a hop freak, I recommend Doom to anybody, but this one, I'll put it like this: if you are hop curious, I don't recommend this one. But here's the thing. Speaking of Ed doesn't like the dry bitter beers, but he is a big fan of Two Hearted Ale from Bell's. And I would not put that in the lightweight category. Neither this one. You have just a semi-sweet, tropical happening at the beginning, and then it just goes all in the hops. A really heavy combination of hops and bread and biscuit going on. Oh, sorry, I forgot to light up Justin. Comments. First was Joey Cuz saying first, and getting loser and fuck you from both John Solar and the Crazy Scotsman. Second was John Solar saying first, but then John Solar says first winner, and then the Crazy Scotsman just calls him a bitch. And then Smile Money is here. Agent Chaos says, I am a dirty whore. I'll thumbs that up too. Crazy Scotsman, plenty ahead. So is Joey. J-Dog here. Crazy Scotsman, under 3, still a bitch. Crazy Scotsman, 8 minutes 55 seconds. Fuck you, it's loaded, and I feel safe, bitches. Yeah, one of the very first people. It is awesome. It is awesome to know one of the trolls that I own actually, first of all, now you can just go through the subs. But I actually have an idea. Had kind of an interesting conversation this morning with at breakfast, and I keep meaning to ask the horny one, Hornet Fixer. He always laughs because it seems like every other of his Sunday rants he does, his ex-wife drives by, and that got me thinking. You know, I've always kind of wondered, because I how they get, the little pathetic minds that how many of you have had the same scenario where that person, the only material that they have is to project their own flaws onto somebody else in order to make them, feel good. So I started thinking there's a possibility that the hooker I used to be married to could possibly, and that makes me laugh even more. So I keep needing to ask Jim that if she's subbed to his channel or not. Rilko Burnout, don't hide the giveaways at the tail end of a vid. That's where people naturally skip ahead to. Okay, good point. Next time I'll throw something like more in the middle. Well, no, I can't say that because that's projecting. I'll throw it somewhere in the video. Gillian426, I didn't get in Blog Talk Radio. It didn't have power. Damn storms. That sucks. Yeah, now that you mention it, you weren't there. Gillian426, drinking natural ice and vodka. Winning. Crazy Scotsman, Stephen Bush, 12 pounds my ass. You're full of 12 pounds of shit, bitch. Crazy Scotsman, 3424, I said whiskey, bitch. So does that now count? We'll assume so. Couple quick things. We got first. I want to thank everybody that did get involved, and I think there was like 11 of you that emailed me to get in on the tactical koozie giveaway. Little surprise drop at the end of the video. Looks something like that. Now your beer is safe from a hostile neighbor, just hostilities in general. You can drink, rest assured. Big congratulations to It's Too Loud, You're Too Old. The package will be going out on Monday. I got it addressed up and ready to roll, along with the tack pack going out to the cheap old gun guy. Maybe if I get real motivated, need to start getting some stuff underway to Stalker Steve, even though he said, not to worry, but still I gotta get that stuff rolling. But as an awesome show of what this community is all about, right off the bat, Steve told me that I could do whatever I wanted with the soft case that was in his giveaway, which means I've already got it up on Craigslist so I can make my cell bill this month. And then Steve called me and he said, why don't you do this? As you're packaging things up, if you run across things that look like they'd be good for the youth giveaway, why don't you snap me some pictures and show me what you have on your list, and he'll say yay or nay about leaving some stuff behind for the youth. Personally, these things all build on their own, and I know Steve's being a good guy. I mean, I'll follow his wishes, and I'll try to evaluate. If I was, we don't know what age this is going to go to. I mean, it could go to somebody like I made the reference to. It could go to someone like Smile Money, who does gun safety, and people like that just could use a few things in their arsenal. Maybe it'd be a grandparent that has a lot of grandkids that would be coming over and enjoy shooting. I mean, a lot of it is going to be based on your honesty. I mean, for instance, me, at this moment in time, if I said that, I want this because it'd be cool to have stuff set aside for, when grandkids came over, that would be bullshit because I don't have any yet. But, what works, maybe you're younger and you've got a son or a daughter that is active in the shooting, perfect. But I think this one is really going to be huge because not only is there going to be, at this moment in time, at least 4 firearms going to one person. Bolt action, all chambered in 22 except for the shotgun. We'll have a 20 gauge shotgun, a bolt action 22 rifle, a 22 pistol, and the first item showed up already today. Actually, I know the shotgun is underway. It'll probably be here on Monday, but I think my buddy Bill, my FFL, just needed a few extra dollars for this weekend, so he wanted me to come up because he knows he told me that we just have an understanding. He tells me that I can do free FFL transfers, but I know he's trying to keep the lights on too, so I always throw him a 20. So knowing that I've got more guns coming, and yet he wanted me to come up because he had guns stacking up in his hallway. Bullshit. I think he needed his $20, which is cool. He could have just called me. I would drop $20 off for him. But I went to go pick up the first item. This is... I did a little dolling up on it, very little. I took the thread protector off and I put a bird cage on because they're laying everywhere. And I just threw some optics on it just to give an idea of the looks. This is mine, and this is off of my 22 that looks a lot like this, but this is the CZ 512. It is chambered in 22 long rifle, and Joey Cuz and Jerry and IHOP this doesn't give a fuck, so it doesn't really it doesn't really matter to him. Anyone in California, it actually has a 25 round banana. It's got a banana. It's got a bolt hold open option, and the trigger in this thing is actually there's like a little bit of creep, a little bit of crunchiness to it. Not anything that actually honestly surprises me on a 22. And the pull on it. Boy, that digital one that Chuck was supposed to send would sure make this easier. Pull on it is 4 pounds. It's got a stock 4-pound trigger in it. A lot more impressive than the Rugers. And like I said, I don't know anything about this. This was part of the package of promotional stuff that the Crazy Scotsman has been going to town on for the next hashtag Justin's Final Mission Active Heroes fundraising, and I see that this is the back stuff, but it really doesn't have the branding on here, but I know this is looks like they actually branded up for CZ, but this is ATI's Taclite stock on a buffer tube, and you can see how incredibly tight that is. And then we got the Scorpion style grip, nice and mushy, good for a youth's hand. And then looks a lot like the ATI forend. So this is item number 1 that's here for that. So again, if everybody always wants to know what we're doing and when we're doing it, as soon as we have everything all compiled and put together, we're going to get this rolling. We're going to start another Active Heroes fundraiser so we can zero it out. And that's item number 1. And again, if you are interested in contributing, just think of the younger generation and what could possibly be in that. I mean, there could be things pertaining to the guns. There could be ammo. There could be hunting supplies, camping supplies, warm weather, rain, stuff, ponchos and jackets and anything that would pertain to, a youth getting out. Targets, stuff to shoot at, that kind of thing. But, as a footnote, if you're thinking about sending like 10,000 rounds of .22 long rifle, you just hold back, baby. I will get you the winner's address when that day comes, and you can just send it straight on to them. Oh, sorry. That was like me trying to get out of anything from we got some knob. The hooker I used to be married to. That's funny. Yeah. I know the Crazy Scotsman is big into whiskey and all. I don't know what's his poison of passion. We'll do a little Jim Beam. All I have to do tonight is listen to a blog radio show. I don't actually have to be in one. Even though her topic for this tonight, of course, should have talked about this last night. You're already gonna miss it. It's like nightmare first date scenarios. I'm just not going to clean this yet, Smile Money. It still may get used. Aunt Keck, sorry. 8th, 9th, 20th, I have no idea. However, I do know I'm drinking Dragon's Milk and some Jim Beam Devil's Cut and watching 13 Assassins. You, my friend, are having a fantastic evening. Crazy Scotsman, watch that thread. Crazy Scotsman, 39 minutes and 43 seconds, I'd carry that. I'm assuming you're talking about the Eagle, which is actually upstairs. Because, I don't know, there's just something about setting a Desert Eagle 50 on your nightstand going, hey, but at least it's not scary and, blue. Crazy Scotsman, 4104. Call me out again. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck? Me? You? No. You would, bitch. And Keck. Cheers. Whiskey, tequila, or whichever you choose. Gillian 426, what the fuck, vodka? Cheers. See, I can't participate in that because I'm actually all out of vodka, which is a crime in itself. And no, Aunt Jack, I am not sugarcoating your thing. When it comes to clear liquors, though, there's a shit ton of rum on hand because that's Christine's favorite, and clear. Nothing spiced. It's like two different camps going on there. Spiced rum, ew, and that's why when Lead Slingers came out with their clear, she was like, And then, of course, Jim said that the Sailor Jerry was even better. But then again, I think Jim's kind of skewed on that because the word sailor. Clear that I will drink is grappa and moonshine. And they both taste the same. So I know one is 190 proof, and I know the other one is not. I have no idea what it actually is, though, because this is a little something that NIHAP sent me. Not only did he send me different things, but he sent them in flasks. Oh, this is where shit goes bad. This is another scenario where the Real Cobra Burnout could, try to call me out on this because the viscosity doesn't work. I tell you what, it even has what could be, it's got some bubbles there. I tell you what, Cobra, I'd be happy just to wait right here in a pose for you to get here because you can have this one, baby. I swear to God, it smells exactly like the moonshine. And Keck, you suck right now, okay? I know it's all my fault. I could have stuck with some more Jim Beam or something, but I haven't had anything since breakfast now that I think about it. Oofda. Cobra, this would go a lot better if I actually would have swapped it out for some water. This moment in time, I actually wish I would have. It's actually really smooth. You just have to get past the thought process that it smells just like the moonshine from Agent Chaos. And Keck again. Cheers to sexy, large-breasted chicks with a gun on their side. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. I was just trying to put up a picture of some really nice, beautiful flowers. I didn't even realize there was a girl in there. And, yeah, she's not wearing much. She's got cowboy boots on. And this is, what's her name? Every single time I show her, there's at least 3 of you that, yeah, evidently have issues. And Keck, knob. It's always good to get some knob. Stephen Bush, did you get my entry? Yes, I did. You know my email last time went into spam. Nope, you're in there. I think there is 11 of you. And Keck, trying to get a truck myself. Sucks going hunting with a Camry. Yeah, my daughter, Sammy Poo, and her boyfriend just picked up a Camry that they are gutting for I don't remember what class, whatever the run what you brung races that are held up in there's a small town north of me that has a racetrack, and they're getting the thing all ready, and I don't know if they're going to have it ready in time for Sunday's races or not, but yeah, that's a Camry. Gotta remove the glass and put a roll cage in it. But yeah, trucks are good. Speaking of trucks, my little Sammy Poo last night took my truck, and a good friend of her boyfriend Corey, who is a professional welder, just unfortunately got laid off. He went through the entire frame of my Toyota and got it all boxed in, all of the problem areas. So I have it up for sale, but I think I'm probably going to pull my ad. It's not working for me size-wise, but it's just such a great little truck, in such great shape. I mean, it's got a couple of small leaks. It needs a valve cover gasket, and I'm not sure what a pain in the ass that is going to be to do. And the only thing that kind of concerns me at all is it has a small leak in the transfer case. I don't really give a shit if there's a small leak, but she went to check it today, and the plug is stuck, so she needed to get a replacement plug, because she goes, I'm going to have to destroy that one, removing it, just to verify that there's actually shit in it. John Solar, I used to spray silicone on my caps and rotors. I have sprayed silicone on them. I have sprayed silicone in them. I have sprayed WD. Let me tell you a little trick that actually got me some more life. It started running like shit. I drilled a hole in the top of the cap, put the little straw for WD in there, shot it, and I got like another 5,000 or 6,000 miles out of it before it ate that cap. That truck would have been coils instead of a stupid cap and rotor, I'd probably still have it. And Keck, cheers to elephants falling on dickhead's neighbor. Or dickhead neighbors. Yeah. Stephen Bush, here's what happened with that old piece of shit. Yes, I have seen that video, and it's a shame. It's a shame that there's people out there, but hey, we've already had this discussion. Look at the pathetic little trolls that come over here. Your life is so pathetic. That's the best you have to offer. You want to waste what precious life that we have on this piece of shit planet being bitter all the time. I feel real sorry for you. Honestly, I feel so sorry for you. People like for instance, my ex, just a pathetic hooker, and the kind of shit that dwells on and then tries to, bring other people down to try to elevate yourself. It's just a sad thing in a scenario like that, or like say what my buddy Jim, our friend Haboob 308 is going through. And it's just like, that's why I love where I am now. I have fantastic neighbors. This place is like, I don't even, I've made this comment before, I don't even know why we have an elaborate security system. Well, when you've got as much money as I have invested into, say, just one thing like the JP, I'd like to know that it is protected. But this neighborhood, the other day, something fell over in my garage and stopped the travel of the garage door as I had already driven away. I'm watching it. It looks like it's closed. Now my eyes are off of the mirror, and I'm gone. Like 20 minutes later, I get a call from one of my neighbors. Actually, he texted me. He's like, "Do you know your garage door's open?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Okay, I'll close it for you." And that's the shit that happens all the time here. As a matter of fact, I have only one time in my entire life had a situation with a neighbor, and I got along great with them, but the hooker had a problem, probably because she liked me. We used to go to the bus stop. I used to walk the girls down to the bus stop each morning, and she used to bring me a cup of coffee. So the ex-hooker got jealous. Well, no, she's actually not an ex-hooker. Let me rephrase. The ex who is a hooker got jealous. And Keck, double fisting, are we? Maybe. Johnny Concho, cheers everyone. Has everyone called Mescal yet? Has anyone called Mescal yet? No one has. So in the middle of a brew review, we've done whiskey, grappa, and it looks like we're down to what would be a full pour would get me a worm, and I'm not doing the worm, I'm sorry. That's it, nothing left but the worm. Johnny, I'll save this for you. the worm and the bag of intestine guts, it's freeze dried and ready to roll. This is a combination I don't think I've ever done in my life. Whiskey, grappa, and then mezcal. Smile money. I'm just going in and saying at this point in time, it's kind of safe to assume that I'm probably somewhere near tapping out on this whole this stuff. After all, it doesn't quite fit into my diet. Well, it is a juice. Never mind. A boob 308. The neighbor in the video doesn't even own the property. He rents a room in the home of the property owner. When the old man is on the ground, he is shooting. He only stops because it was a wheel gun, and I'm guessing he didn't even have more ammo. Also, the gun he is using in the video is stolen. Stolen from the property owner. What is it with crazy old fuck bag neighbors? They're just, I don't know. Maybe too much sun. Again, I ask you. I mean, please, if you are a pathetic piece of shit and you are listening to this, explain to me, how is it that your life is so pathetic that this is how you are? Do you not cherish the time that we have on this planet? I love the fact that I go through life leaving friends in my wake, making friends and keeping them. I can only give you, if you wanted to, I bet you at this point in time there's probably less than 5 people that I have ever been friends with that I am no longer friends with, because they are crazy fucks. Speaking of that, I really loved Pop's Quest video the other day. The top 10 reasons not to come to Farmageddon, and fucking every single one of them was about one person. That was fucking crazy, man. Zeus, that Lucas gun grease makes a world of difference on a fresh bolt action. Thanks again for that, brother. Yeah, I saw your comment, Boob 308. I tried to do a nice thing. I sent a bunch of it to Jim, and evidently Jim was just like, this is like a lifetime supply. So he sent a bunch of it. He sent, like, I don't know if he sent all of it back or some of it back, but I do not have any more of the Lucas oil. Oh yeah, I do still have some. No, not the Lucas oil. The only thing I have left is, I don't know what the deal is with Lucas. I actually was dealing with, which I think was one of the head guys. Probably Chuck got a hold of him, but this is all I have left. Every time I send something out, I try to get, a goodie package out to somebody. But this is the grease. I tell you, this little guy right here will last the average person a really long time, because there's a fair amount of grease in there. If you want to completely cover a bolt carrier in grease, there's probably enough to do it 4 times in this. But of all the stuff I ever got from Lucas, this is all I got left. And I've sent them some emails, and I don't hear from them anymore. Even though there's I got the Lucas oil products. That I love this stuff. One of my favorite things is their gun oil. And someone told me that they probably just took some stuff from their Marine division and repackaged it. Well, good for them. You're more than likely to use this extreme duty gun oil on your gun because it says gun oil. If it said lower unit oil, yeah, I just said lower unit oil. Speaking of lower unit oil, I love this. Anytime I get a knife in, I have these little jobbies from Lucas with the little needle oiler. Throw a little of that around the pivot screw on your knife, and voila! Case in point, this one from that I got from Johnny. See, that was an against gravity flick. This one right out of the box, you give it a good push and it would be like that. And after just a little bit of the Lucas oil in there, now you're down to that. Awesome little knife. Okay. Zeus again. Holy shit. Bry is lurking like a boss. Yeah, we better see some videos. Haboob308. Probably just going to move. I'm going to get my parents in their own spot first. If I can swing it after that, I will move. Although, looking out my window right now, I see flames from the other wildfire that just popped up today. So maybe nature will deal with the problem and burn this fucking house down. If mine goes in the process, I got insurance. Then Haboob's comment brought NIHAP in with, unfortunately, this guy is actually lowering your property value, which he is. With full disclosure, you will have to disclose the problem neighbor to the prospective buyers. I would invest in cameras and a notebook to write everything down in it. It goes a long way when you read it in court rather than rely on memory. NIHAP, because Haboob hasn't responded to your comment yet, I can tell you this. He has a camera system. I guess the problem is evidently this guy is either more liked or more feared by the law in his area than Jim is, because he was in violation of a court order and on camera, and yet the police arrived and left. So I don't know what you're supposed to do when you're in the right and the piece of shit is either got something on someone in the law enforcement, knows someone in the law enforcement, but yeah, I guess this guy has a long-standing problem with everybody. Did I read it here from Jim? Jim was able to go back to, all the way back to, I don't know if it was 89 or 98, with problems with every neighbor that's been in that house. That's going to be a problem, and NIHAP, you are absolutely right. Obviously, the best thing that can happen is this guy could have an accident. A boob again. You ever seen a grown man naked? Yeah, and it wasn't that great. Ed? USAF, Ed. Dudes. Maybe a dudette. Hee. Ed again. I'm in the top 20 somewhere. I'm not sure. Ed. Dude. Great review. Ed. Have you been smoking dope? Ben N. 62nd. Ew. Not exactly crushing it, Ben. Tardisius. Can't wait till noise-controlled devices are available without federal interference. Trump train. I will thumbs that up. Yeah, see, that's why I personally, I mean, we've got this this AR pistol with the Thorson stabilizer or whatever you want to call it on there, but trust me, I'm not waiting around for our government to tell me what I can and cannot have. So, Trump train. J-Dog, number 4 was cleared out. Good. Dude. Was it Friday or Thursday? Friday, somewhere around, you know, the 2 o'clock hour, 1:30-ish, you could get completely fucking messed up just sitting in the hallway taking deep breaths. What a bunch of fucking... I mean, they didn't even sell me any, pricks. Trees a blowin'. Stop the threat. Nuff said. That's right. NIHAP. O2 sensor. eBay is your friend. I was able to purchase an extension that permanently solved my check engine light on an old Subaru. See, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about there. Like an 1.25" piece of black tape, or this extension thing. All I can tell you is if I can find an O2 sensor for less than the bullshit $200 that Toyota wants for it. My hollow point, the Chuckster. I miss Chuck so much. Chuck is like the wet spot. I'm willing to put up with him about half of the time. And of course, that's all a lie. My hollow point. I'm going right over to Amazon and shorten your wish list. Watch. No pun. For a delivery. Again, I call bullshit. Along with all those donations to Active Heroes. Wade, Big Redneck Papa, I tried to stay awake for the vlog radio, but the 4 Bloody Marys said, carry your fat ass to bed while you still can. Oh man, a Bloody Mary would be good right now. EMT Rail Fan on Steady Rollin'. I'm a few days behind again, but I still have contacts in my phone and friends on Facebook that I will never get a message from again. Just can't bring myself to remove them. I sometimes want to call their phone just to see who answers. I honestly thought about that with Matt's phone, because I thought I would get the opportunity to talk with Susan, his wife, and then when I was coming up on his 1-year anniversary, I was looking to see if there was any information or pictures or anything I could use, you know, with you guys, and I did a search, and I found the obituary for Susan. Now, this is like the scenario inside, in my own life, is I know how Matt was, and I know how much he loved his wife. I mean, I remember the day he called me, and it was 1 year cancer clear for Susan, and he was as talkative as he ever had been, and just talking about how happy he was that she had gotten a clean bill of health. I just know how much that man was in love with his wife, and just no matter how terrible things turned out, I just don't know how he would have been if he would have been alive and lost her, versus going first and not knowing that she lost her battle with cancer, was it 6 or 9 months after he died. But yeah, I keep for a long time I had, Christine watches so many of the ghost hunters and paranormal stuff. There was a side of me that I wanted to call his phone to see if he would answer. I still got the bottle. I can't get rid of it, man. Banana bread beer. Matthew Reisner sent me this. And look, Crazy Scotsman, that has more alcohol than anything you sent me. It's gonna be like ding dong. Yeah, I mean it's just the beer wasn't even all that good, but I don't know. At the time it had kind of a unique bottle, but now it's like something that Matt sent me. It's kind of like I got the two glasses, and one of them is right here with the Star Trek phaser in it, the Samuel Adams Boston Lager. There are two of them with a bright yellow Boston Lager banding on the bottom of it, and I use one because I know that's how Matt is. The other one is sitting right there, and of course the sitting right next to it is that shitty, fucking nasty bottle of scotch that I got from this man, and I saved that because when we get together for Shootapalooza, we will celebrate this man's life with a shot of that fucking nasty ass scotch. Brad Thomas, what if you paint smiley emojis on your guns? You could be gay. Sharky762, those eyes indeed, and don't forget the little J-frame she's cleavage carrying. Oh, I'd like to reach in and grab that gun. It's too loud, you're too old. Great review, brother. I wish I could have been home for Locked and Loaded, but I had to work. Have a great weekend. Catch you soon. Absolutely, my friend. And like I said, Monday, your tactical koozie will be on its way. Foodmaster212, I missed this one, but on it now. Yes, I had some amazing stir fry last night, Friday, myself. Love those Smiths. Yeah. Rich again. Oh, 5-7, dribble. Rich, another great show, brother. Thank you, Rich. Rich, are you fucking kidding me? The 5.7 is awesome. If you're afraid of coloring your pistol, go fuck a fat one. I would personally rather be shot by a badass pistol than a stock one. Just saying. I can see Rich. Blam, blam, blam. Dude, that fucking gun's awesome. Fucking Rich. I'm not looking to get shot, mind you, but if I was going to, please let it be with a fantastic blue Neptune awesomeness. And then he sent me a picture of a gigantic penis. Okay, we'll thumbs that up. I mean, not the penis, the comment. Rich again. I just went and watched the video. What caliber was he shooting? That is one messed up situation. Damn. He's talking about the shootout between the neighbor. Yeah, I don't know. In the one that Stephen Bush sent me, he takes I think it's 4 rounds, and as of the video that guy did, he was listed in critical condition but still alive. This is why you should always carry a Desert Eagle, because I'm telling you right now, if you break into my house or try to come and do harm to me, you better get the fucking jump on me, because otherwise I am going to shoot you continuously in really good locations, knowing that I will never have to deal with you because you won't be coming to. Oh, I mean, I'm just going to shoot till the threat subsides. And if it happens to be this weekend, there's 8 shots of go fuck yourself out of a Desert Eagle 50 AE. Rich again. I should be your neighbor. I would have some 5-7 parties. Another great review, brother, even if that sounded like it was disgusting. Have a great weekend. I can only imagine what life would be like, Rich, if I lived closer to you. But then again, I say that to so many of you. Can you imagine? Again, I have made this comment. A bunch of us win or whatever, become multi-zillionaires, and we build Guntown. That's right. Welcome to the neighborhood. Everybody gets one of these when you come in. That's not... What the fuck? Oh, I remember. When I leave this laying around. Either way. Last comment. 303. For as long as it takes you to get drinking a brew, a koozie is a good idea. For as long as it takes you to get to drinking a brew, a koozie is a good idea. That was from Mr. Holster. I am hitting the refresh button to see if it stands. Thor or Thorf TV? Dude, I have no idea who you are. I will give you points for finishing that bitch. Hang on, we got someone who I have no idea who he is. Checking him out. His top picture is oh, here. I know, he's not as cool as that chick. His top picture, he's got a dog driving a car, gets points. Guns, more points. Okay, well, you know, maybe I know who this is. Let's I don't know. Seems cool to me. Hitting the sub button. Do you have any uploads? Oh, okay. Now I do know who it is. Send me all notifications for this channel subbed. Excellent. Okay. What the fuck? This is no good. Mr. Holster. Oh, we cannot let it go over an hour. I forgot to. Sorry, we gotta go crazy on the pour. Oh, this is gonna go viral. Chuck, is this amazing or what? It was actually doing more like this. It was equalizing. Just like Chuck's liver out at the camp. Oh, that's right, he's too cool for that anymore. Oh, Stephen Bush. Oh. Shake it. Don't you hate it when you forget about, like, say the last 3 drips and you put it away? Okay. I am going to go throw this into the computer. I think I might... See, it's too late to ask for a vote because this shit's going down tonight. Either the acid or a Monte Cristo. I'm probably going to go with the Monte Cristo because the Monte Cristo is like this big and the acid was just a smaller one. I was kind of chicken shit. Even though that's not really a good example. Except the little Cohibas that I got were pretty freaking good. Okay, Mr. Holster, I'm not finishing this with you, but I already finished one of them. So that's all that it takes. Rogue. 7 hop IPA. This is a beer that I really like. I'm going to give this a 9. I would have gone higher with it if they would have, say, bumped that number up. But it's a 9. And again, everybody always asks, you want to know? The youth giveaway has begun only in the sense that the first item has arrived. Like I said, I don't know. This is going back on another one of mine. I'll be putting something on here. Something needs to be on here. I mean, it's something tactical. I would say this one we're probably gonna want some kind of a red dot on it. The bolt action one, I would say some kind of a scope on that one. But like I said, it's begun. It's begun, guys. It's going to be the youth. Like I said, there's going to be a bolt action, this, a shotgun, and a pistol at a bare minimum in there, and whatever goodies. Like I said, let's. We need to hook up. We need to hook up somebody. It's going to be some kid or some family, a boy and a girl. It'd be awesome if it was like, you know, going to be multi stuff, but I have to say, I Crazy Scotsman, I like this complete package through CZ better than, say, modding out something from ATI. It does honestly look more complete and less like, and I tell you, that trigger is, oof. It actually, not all things considered, look at this. Not bad for a 22 long rifle. Not bad at all for a 22 long rifle. Okay, guys. Cheers, and we'll, what should we look at tomorrow? I'm actually kind of afraid now after the last one. Looks like tomorrow we're looking at something else from the dudes. Grandma's Pecan English Style Brown. Again, though, it's 6.2% Crazy Scotsman. Oh, he's gonna fucking kill me. Okay, cheers, guys. We're out of here. Boom.